What's up guys, Skittlerampage here. So today we do a possible early looks at New York Comic Con 2021 exclusives. So let's see what we got. Alright guys, so we do have some possible exciting things for New York Comic Con 2021. So I was sent this list by someone named Garvit over on Instagram. I appreciate it, dude. He said he's a big fan of the channel. I appreciate that. That's really awesome. Now they did say that these are confirmed, but we didn't see any images yet, or we didn't see any hard confirmation of, Funko actually revealing these or announcing these just yet. So we're going to leave it as potential in this video. And in the future, if I get any images or early looks or things like that, I'll definitely update you guys the best I can. But for now, again, we're going to leave this as these are potential, but they said they were confirmed. So we're kind of 50-50. Nonetheless, guys, let's jump right into this actual list. New York Comic Con is right around the corner in October. We just recently had SDCC, aka FunCon Pass. And that was a little bit of a nightmare event, I won't lie. There was a lot of wrongdoings there. Hopefully Funko can correct some of those things because obviously we're leading into another virtual con possibly. However, that's not hard confirmed if we're going to be doing another virtual con, because maybe Funko will appear at New York Comic Con, because New York Comic Con is supposed to be taking place in New York this year and not delayed or canceled, which is nice. So maybe we will actually see an in-person Funko event. That would be really awesome. I'd love to see Funko get back into the Funko things in actual, in physical person con, but we'll see if they decide to do another virtual con again. But yeah guys, let's jump right into this list because there's some exciting stuff. So the first one we do have is All Might with bag and umbrella. Now obviously this is another All Might pop, so not too many people will be actually excited about this one. Personally, I kind of am, because I love All Might and I especially love him in his weekend form, and this is one of the only notable actual moments in the actual show that he's holding a bag and umbrella, so it looks like it may just be in his weekend form there, which is cool nonetheless. I think it's a cool idea for a pop. I don't think it needed to be personally made into a pop. Will I buy it? 100%, because I love All Might and especially in his weekend form, but it's not one of those things that we needed a character of because there's so many other ones. Now there is also for My Hero Academia the rumored Hawks that could end up being it, but he is also supposed to be in a whole nother wave with a bunch of other My Hero Academia characters that I will share in the future with you guys. But for the most part, guys, yeah, we could possibly see Hawks. We could possibly not see Hawks. I'm not going to hard confirm that because, again, he is, also on the list with a bunch of other new My Hero Academia characters that are supposed to be coming out after this new wave with, Infinite Deku and all that. So again, Hawks could be coming to New York Comic Con this year, could not be coming, but he should be having a pop coming either way. But I would like to hear your thoughts on this possible All Might with bag and umbrella. Do you guys like the idea? Will you be buying it? Do you not like the idea? Personally, I honestly think they should have went with something else. I see why they went with this because they have the All Might mold, they have the All Might character, obviously, so it's very easy for them to kind of make different variations of this character that they already own, the rights to make pops of. So I see why they did it, but personally, I would have loved, another character for New York Comic Con this year. Next up, guys, we did have a Marvel What If pop, and this is Supreme. That's all it says. It's listed as Supreme. Now, this could be another Doctor Strange pop, a variation of that, possibly. It could be the Marvel What If Doctor Doom, Supreme that they have as, Sorcerer Supreme. I'm more leaning towards another Doctor Strange variant we could possibly see. We will see, though. But as far as that, it just says Supreme, so stay tuned on that one, guys. For any Simpsons fans, we do have Sexy Ned Flanders possibly coming soon. This is actually pretty cool. They've been giving a lot of love to the actual Simpsons line, which is great because, they only had the 4 original characters, I think, and then after that, just a couple years later, because I believe the Simpsons, actually, I was watching one of Top Pop's videos, and I think he said that the Homer Simpsons was one of the first animation pops ever made back in 2011, which is cool. I did not know that fact, and that's cool. So yeah, that's crazy that, that's kind of what started, and then they didn't do any for a while, and then kind of the license for Simpsons just boomed with Funko, with them doing, wave after wave after wave. So it's really awesome that they're, getting into Funko things with the Simpsons, and now we're seeing more exclusives for this one. So maybe expect a Ned Flanders sexy version coming soon. And for DC/Batman fans, we do have the character Punchline possibly getting a pop for New York Comic Con. So if you don't know who Punchline is basically a substitute for Harley Quinn at a moment in the comics where I guess maybe Harley and Joker were fighting, and he actually replaced Harley with this college girl named Punchline, and that was his new partner in crime for a while, which is soon, guys. Also for DC fans, it looks like we may be getting the Wizard here, I believe one of Superman's villains, which is actually pretty cool. Not a character I've personally heard of either, but I think that's pretty nice. As you can tell, I don't really read the comics and everything like that, so I don't know a lot of these characters. I've seen a lot of the live-action movies, well, actually all of them, and I've seen a lot of the DC animated movies, but I've never been a big comic buff or anything like that, so a lot of these new characters are new to me, and it's cool that, you know, I'm doing the Funko news and I'm also learning about the characters at the same time. So the Wizard, he's a pretty cool character as well, and if you're excited about him, make sure to stay tuned. Next up, guys, we do have Marvel's Polaris here. So personally, I feel like this one might have been a better one for like Emerald City Comic Con, for example, because it's more of a, like a green themed. So if this one does get pushed back and we don't see this one, I would really expect this one to actually show up at Emerald City Comic Con. Not saying that's going to happen, but with her whole green theme actually going on and her colors in her outfit, I felt like it made more sense for Emerald City Comic Con, but still, nonetheless, Marvel's Polaris coming soon, and that's actually a really cool character to be coming soon. Also, for Marvel fans, it looks like we might be getting a new Carnage pop for New York Comic Con. So this will actually be the second con-exclusive Carnage pop. The original one was the one where he had all his tendrils out from the first Venom movie, or I guess the Venomized line anyways. This was a New York Comic Con exclusive back in 2018, so I am a little surprised, but not surprised that they're doing Carnage again, because one, the Carnage movie is right around the corner, right after, you know, New York Comic Con, because I believe the the Venom Let There Be Carnage movie was supposed to be coming out, was it December or was it November? Anyways, it was supposed to be coming out at the end of this year. I heard it got pushed back a little bit, but nonetheless, this is perfect timing for them to actually make a Carnage Con exclusive. Now, I'm really hoping it looks leagues better than the actual common that they put out recently. That's starting to hit stores already, because that one looks just awful. It looks awful compared to the movie. And hopefully we'll get another Carnage with like tendrils like the actual movie, because he looked sick. Woody Harrelson is going to do a great job in that actual movie, and I can't wait to see it. But yeah, guys, another Carnage we could possibly see. And next up, guys, it looks like they're doing another Emperor's New Groove Yzma, possibly, for New York Comic Con as well. So I'm a little confused about this one, because we've just recently had two Yzma Con exclusives. We had one for Emerald City Comic Con, I think it was, and WonderCon, was it? No, we had the WonderCon, which was the scientist, Kronk, and Yzma, and then the cat one, wasn't that a con exclusive as well? Was that last year? Or was it a different con? Or was that New York Comic Con? Anyways, we did have two recent exclusives for Emperor's New Groove that I believe were con exclusives, so it's a little surprising that we're seeing another one. And they're showing a lot of love to this actual Emperor's New Groove, movie, which is awesome. They just kind of like stopped for a while, and then we also got Leader Kronk Scout, and then we also did get Scout Leader Kronk recently for SDCC. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. They're doing a lot of con exclusives for this one solely, which is cool, but it's like a little surprising. And another one for Disney, guys, looks like we're getting Goofy, part of the Three Musketeers. We already recently got Mickey and Donald, so this definitely makes sense for Goofy to be coming. It was still weird that they originally didn't do this one in a 3-pack, but they make all kinds of other weird multi-packs and things like that. This is one of those ones that makes sense to make a 3-pack in. So I was a little disappointed to see this, and a lot of people were, but it looks like you will have a complete set now, finally, at New York Comic Con, possibly, so stay tuned for Goofy, guys. And the last one on this list for Disney is we do have Lilo and Stitch, and possibly Stitch with the rollers in his hair, which is actually pretty funny. When I told Bailey about this, she was pretty excited. She loves Lilo and Stitch. Big Stitch fan. She has a lot of Stitch Pops, actually. But yeah, this is kind of cool. You know, Lilo and Stitch is very popular. It makes sense. But there are so many other characters that Funko could be doing rather than just another Stitch or Lilo. Hopefully they get the memo and just kind of create the other characters, because you can't tell me they don't have the license to create other characters, because they made other characters recently in their mini wave. So all that tells me is that we have a possible new Lilo and Stitch wave coming out in the future, with some of the other characters like Pleakley and Jumba. Is that how you say his name? It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but yeah, if they have the rights to make them as minis, then they definitely have the rights to make them as pops. So I wish one of those characters would have been New York Comic Con exclusives, but maybe we'll see them in the future. For any Transformers fans, it looks like we might get a con exclusive Optimus Prime. So I'm not surprised by this one either. I'm not surprised about a lot of these, because it looks like they're doing a lot of repeat waves of, you know, things that are already out. They've been showing a lot of love to Transformers recently as well, and we just got 2 con exclusives, actually. I believe we got a WonderCon exclusive I do believe we got a WonderCon exclusive for Transformers, and then recently an SDCC exclusive, which was Shockwave, which was exclusive to Target, I believe. So, yeah, it's weird. They're kind of repeating the lines. I wish we would have seen some other lines at, you know, these cons and shown some maybe older lines love, or, I don't know, something like that. I don't even think we've gotten an Avatar Con exclusive yet. That'd be really cool. but depending on the character, you know, the popularity. Anyways, nonetheless, guys, we could be seeing a Optimus Prime for Transformers over at the con. For any Masters of the Universe fans, we may have Zodak and Snakeface possibly coming. So I never know any of these MOTU characters, never seen the show, never caught my interest personally. I think my brother watched it briefly when he was younger a little bit. My dad may have watched it, but nothing that ever caught my eye. But yeah, guys, we do have some MOTU ones coming soon. Now, this one might be exciting for a lot of the Witcher fans. We may be seeing a new Geralt exclusive coming soon. Now, no idea exactly what pose he'll be in or what point in the show that this is from or the game, but still cool to see. We recently got a Witcher pop game cover, so they're showing more love to The Witcher, which is awesome. And it's a very popular game and movie, so I'm not surprised that we're getting another exclusive. So yeah, guys, The Witcher Geralt coming soon. And for the show Schitt's Creek, we do have the character Alexis as a con exclusive coming soon, possibly. So I'm actually curious, has anybody in my comment section actually watched Schitt's Creek? Is it a good show? Is it funny? I saw Netflix promoting a lot on their platform just over and over and over again, so I figured it might be good. It might be a show maybe I want to watch in the future. But yeah, guys, comment down below, is this show worth watching? Because it seems like they're getting a lot of pop, so I'm just curious about the show now. For The Office, guys, we do have Moe's finally coming soon, and this is when he has the actual fear branded all over his shirt, which is actually pretty cool. So we have Moe's Fruit possibly coming soon, guys. He's a funny character. He's really weird, but he's hilarious in the actual show. And The Office makes sense. We've gotten so many con exclusive Office Pops. They're really milking the Office line. I will say we just recently got a bunch of mini moments and a bunch of new pops for The Office, so not at all surprised that we're seeing con exclusive The Office Pops, but at least it's a new character and a very hilarious character that everybody knows and loves, so that's awesome. So make sure to stay tuned for Moe's Shroot, guys. For any John Lennon fans, it looks like we do have another John Lennon pop coming soon, as well as he is in the New York Comic Con t-shirt. So this one was a little weird to me because we just recently got 4 John Lennon pops, like variants with a Chase variant as well, for Funko Pop-A-Palooza, so again, a little surprised that we have another John Lennon that makes 5 all in a matter of a couple months, so a little weird, and then he's also in the New York Comic Con shirt, so very interesting nonetheless, but it's cool that we're seeing more molds of him because the only mold out there currently is about a $200 pop, so I'm sure people are excited they don't have to pay $200 a pop. And the last one that we do have on this list, guys, is Hamilton's Lafayette. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Now, this is personally something Bailey's going to be very excited about, just because she loves Hamilton, has all the Hamilton pops, and she's always singing Hamilton. I love how she sings it. Not something I'll ever watch, personally. I might have to watch it with her eventually. I can only put it off so long because she loves it. It's one of her favorite things to watch. Just not for me. It's kind of funny. One of my brothers loved it. The other one hated it. He said there was a lot of spitting in it, so that always made me laugh. But yeah, guys, we do have a possible Hamilton exclusive coming soon for New York Comic Con as well. So yeah, guys, that was our New York Comic Con possible list. Again, guys, I'm sure that that is not everything on that actual list. I'm sure we may have more for anime other than just All Might on this list. Purely because, for example, over at SDCC, Funko announced a ton of different pops in their reveals announcements that we hadn't even seen on those rumored lists. So I'm sure Funko has tons of plans for New York Comic Con this year. We do still have the rumors of Rengoku possibly coming for New York Comic Con. We could see a Zenitsu with lightning, as well as Akasa the Demon over at New York Comic Con, because they were all tagged with the Barcelona barcode for SDCC. Obviously, we didn't see them at SDCC, but we could still possibly see them at New York Comic Con because they were still in a vendor list. So they are definitely coming in the future. It's just a matter of, are they coming for Comic Con, or are they coming as a general release or a normal exclusive? Is Funko changing things last minute? Happens all the time. Delays happen all the time, as we can see over the course of this last year. It's been a crazy year. Then we also did have the One Piece Zoro Juro, Zoro in his Wano outfit that was also labeled as Barcelona, and this is, this comes after the fact of Zoro being delayed and completely taken out of any common list that Funko actually announced originally. So we could see this one possibly as New York Comic Con exclusives as well. But I'm not going to hold my breath on Zoro purely because we've seen a lot of retailers actually say that Funko delayed him until 2022. So we could see him as a common release or an exclusive release in 2022, or we could see him at New York Comic Con this year. Now, New York Comic Con for Zorojiro is actually pure speculation on my part, just because I've seen him as labeled as a con exclusive, so we could possibly see him, but he's definitely hard confirmed for 2022 based off, emails from Funko. And this was coming from vendors such as Entertainment Earth, Chalice, Australia vendors over in Australia, as well as Big Apple Collectibles also. So I believe Zoro may just be coming next year. I don't believe he's a con exclusive. exclusive, but there is always a chance, so I wanted to share that information with you guys. But the main point of me telling you guys those rumors is that I highly doubt All Might with the bag and umbrella is the only con exclusive anime moment that we're actually going to see over at New York Comic Con this year. I'm sure we might see some Demon Slayer because those pops are actually supposed to be coming out right around that time, so it makes sense for them to release a new exclusive that everybody's going to want. It may be a matter of if it is Akaza, Zenitsu, or Rengoku. Really hoping it's Rengoku because everybody would go nuts for Rengoku. So we will see, guys. But nonetheless, I'm very excited for New York Comic Con. Glad we're starting to see some early looks at them. And again, guys, this list isn't hard confirmed. They said it was confirmed, but let's take it as potentials until we actually see reveals by Funko. Nonetheless, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below, guys. Comment down below, what are you most excited about so far? Anyways, guys, I want to say a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for the continuous support. I really do appreciate and love you guys for it. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, link is always down below. A lot of cool things going on over there. I also want to tell you guys to make sure to check out the Facebook group. It's buy, sell, and trade, and you can make a ton of friends, as well as be following my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all at Skittlerampage. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.